Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. As tonight we are here at Limaland for the Dirt Slingers Racing League as they present to you the Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw Series. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and we are in store for a barn burner of a race tonight. Short track action, 410 Winged Outlaw Series. I hope you got your Wicked Energy Gum because you are going to need it to keep up with everything that is going on here tonight. Right now, as drivers are out on the track getting in some warm-up. Top 10 looks like that. Kendall Tucker in the 00. Right now, the fastest car out there so far. Logan Rumsey holding on to second. Hayden Cardwell third. David Heileman fourth. Cole Newfalfa fifth is rounding out your top 5. Oh, Cole, you know I had to do it to you. Coming into tonight, points battle for the top 3. Very, very close between the top 2, but Bergeron, your points leader. Cam Merriman holding on to second place. And Kendall Tucker in third, about 250 points behind Bergeron, your leader. But anything can happen with our drivers out here tonight in the point standings. We do only have 3 races left to go in this season, if you count tonight. Speaking of tonight, I do want to throw out a special thank you to all of our sponsors who help make this possible. Of course, this series is possible because of Wicked Energy Gum. Make sure you go to wickedenergygum.com, use the promo code DSRL, and automatically double your order with that promo code. The Dirt Racing Network qualifying session, which will be coming up momentarily. Our heat races tonight are sponsored by Wiggy and Casey, the I-55 lawyers. Heat race number 2 brought to you by Tim Sims. Heat race number 3, Edmond Trophy Company. And heat race number 4 brought to you by Sign It Up Signs and Banners. Our consolation races and pole dash brought to you by Black Diamond Motorsports. For the C main, Wicked Cushion Esports going to bring you tonight's B main, and Scott King Designs for the pole dash. As the field continues to roll around and wear in this track, get it raceable, we are now just a little bit away from seeing some qualifying action. Kendall Tucker in the 00, rolling out. Tucker picked up the win last week, looking for another solid run here. 2 drop weeks are allowed, and Kendall Tucker missed the first 2 races of this season, so he has already burned up his first 2 and only 2 drops. That 00 looking to put on a solid performance so far. He has really been the man to beat. 4 wins on the season, but a tough break 2 weeks ago. Week number 8 saw him with a very, very disappointing night. That has him behind the 8 ball just a little bit. But Alex Bergeron coming into tonight as your points leader. Bergeron so far in 9th place on the speed chart as we get ready to roll into our Dirt Racing Network qualifying session. Drivers starting to make their way out onto the speedway for this one. Logan Rumsey in the 47, one of the first ones out on the track. As Rumsey comes across the line to time his first lap. That is going to be good enough for third for the moment. The 85 of Tyler Schell on top of the leaderboard. Schell going to turn his second lap just a little bit faster than his first one. So Tyler Schell on top of the chart for the moment. Cole Newhoffen in fourth as he shuts his down. Miles Jansen in the 67 machine, finding himself in 11th. The 49 of David Heilemann out on the speedway now. Jeffrey Stewart in the 72, finding himself in a 15th spot. But a new car to the top of the leaderboard, that is Ricky Sanders. But we are going to step away for our national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to bring you our more racing action.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are starting to take to the grid. That can only mean one thing. Our Dirt Racing Network qualifying session quick time winner going to go to the man on the inside of row number one. That's the 17 of Ricky Sanders. On his outside in the 00 machine, Swindell Speed Lab, Mount Airy, North Carolina, it's Kendall Tucker. Row number two in the UDTV 19 design Tim Sims machine from Sellersburg, Indiana, it's the 36 of Nathan Davis. On his outside in the Napa Auto Parts Wicked Energy Gum, Slick Sim Sports from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 49 of David Heilemann. Row number three will be the 47 of Logan Rumsey with the Ultimate Dirt TV out of Warrensburg, Missouri, it's Ryan Scheit. Over the wall photography from Milford, Ohio, the 72 of Jeffrey Stewart. And the D2 race designs from Duluth, Minnesota, it's the 29 of Miles Jansen. And finally, on the edge, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, Team Edge, Salt Lake City, Utah driver, the 32 of Derek Layton. A green flag coming out, the 17 of Sanders out in front. Kendall Tucker, 3 wide with Heilemann down on the bottom. Heilemann falling back a little bit there. Ryan Scheit in the 10 on the pit lane, an early exit out of this heat race for the 10 machine. But Sanders out in front. Kendall Tucker trying to give chase, but so far just not able to track him down. Top 5 transfer, top 2 going to the pole dash. Heilemann in third, closing in on the 00. So top 3 have started to pull away a little bit. Nathan Davis in the 36 machine, finding himself in fourth. Jeffrey Stewart taking a peek to the inside. Rumsey trying to climb the fence, not really making it look too good as he tried that. Then it's Logan Rumsey and Derek Layton in the 32. Layton sporting the Racecast, a new app you can find on your Apple store. You have Apple because you're a fool, or your Google Play Store if you like to sell out your information. So the 17 final time, Kendall Tucker gonna try and send it as Heilemann loops it, and at the line, that was a close one. Sanders is going to win it. Tucker going to join him in the pole dash. Then it's Nathan Davis to third, Heilemann fourth, and rounding out your top 5 will be Jeffrey Stewart. So your Wiggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers heat race number 1, having David Heilemann go around in a last-ditch effort. But now it's time to move on to our Tim Sims heat race number 2. Let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1 is going to be the 7 machine of Hayden Cardwell. On his outside will be the 25 of Tyler Ducharme. On the inside of row number 2, going to be in the Alkaline 88 machine, Brent Marks Sim Team from Ontario, Ohio. It's a 25C of Kevin Click. On his outside in the MVT Wicked Cushion Kinzer Racing Sim Team from Waverly, Nebraska, it's the 74 Cole Newalphin. Row number 3, your points leader, the 12 of Alex Bergeron. On his outside in the UDTV Tim Sims Black Diamond Motorsports driver, it's the 90 of Trevor Royer. Row number 4 in the Tim Sims Sim Styles BMRS Black Diamond Motorsports Pittsboro, Indiana, the 1X of Mason Hannigan. On his outside in the Indy Race Parts Midwest Hammerhead Sim Racing Hopstad, Indiana native, a 92 of Peyton Grease. And finally in the Ryland Gray backed, or I should say in the Gray Auto backed by Ryland Gray, the 06. As the green flag comes out, thank goodness, because I couldn't do the lineup any longer. Cardwell in the 07 out in front. Ducharme in second place. 3 wide battle. Kevin Click on the outside of Bergeron. Mason Hannigan right down on the bottom. Very tight racing here at Limaland. Still 3 wide. That's Mason Hannigan, Trevor Royer, Alex Bergeron. Kevin Click has made it up into third. Now Cole Newalphin trying to get down to make it 4 wide. Wisely backs out of it. But this 3 wide racing action at Limaland is a show for sure as Royer. Slide job from the bottom to the top. That's going to cost him a little bit of momentum, but he tries to make it back through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Cardwell pulling away from Ducharme. But all of the action is right here, including one of our transfer spots. Cole Newalphin trying to make it into the show. Trevor Royer holding on to that final spot for the moment, but man, just like that, things are changing. Kevin Click now in that transfer spot, and here comes Newalphin. Cardwell, though, clean air the entire time, and Hayden Cardwell in the 07 finding himself with the last lap here in our Tim Sims heat race number 2. Down to the bottom lane's gonna catch a tire, keeps it under control. Cardwell to the A main and pull dash. Ducharme gonna join him. And it's Bergeron, Newhoffen, and Royer. Mason Hannigan, Kevin Click, Ryland Gray, and Peyton Grease all into a consolation race. Now we move on to our Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3, our final heat race of the night. Let's go to our starting lineup. In the fairway, Mortgage, BS Air, Catch Fence Apparel, Elbows Up Sim Sport from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, is the 85 of Tyler Schell. On his outside, in the 010 machine, all the way from Dayton, Ohio, is Cameron Merriman. Row number 2 in the Roofco, Wicked Energy, Elbows Up Sim Sport driver from Franklin, Pennsylvania, it's the 5 of Braden Nyler. On his outside, in the Fast 4 Media, JST, Swindell Speed Lab Esports from Loomis, California, it's the 5K of Rusty Kruger. Row number 3 in the Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Diamond Motorsports driver from Ellington, Florida, it's the 54 of John Batista. On his outside, in the Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV 19 design, Black Diamond Motorsports from Plymouth, Wisconsin, it's the 80 of Joshua Steinke. From Des Moines, Iowa, in the Casey's General Store, it's the 4 of Jason Randolph. And on his outside is going to be the 47 of Devin Butts from Momentum Sim Sports. Here we go. Green flag is out. Eiler down to the bottom, slides up a little bit. Tyler Schell using the momentum from the high side to take the lead down the backstretch. So Tyler Schell out in front. 3 wide for second place. Kruger down on the bottom. Braden Eiler trying to find somewhere to go that's not in the middle, and he is making that work for the moment. Very tight right there off the corner. Now Rusty Kruger using that bottom lane, but Cameron Merriman and Rusty Kruger are going to get together. Now Devin Butts tries to stay in it, but he is going to run over the 010. No caution just yet, but Cameron Merriman finally gets rolling. Big time loss for Cameron Merriman there, but good news for him. He's going to have another shot to get into this show. Tyler Schell, John Batista, Joshua Steinke, Rusty Kruger, then Braden Eiler make up your top 5. As Batista got into the fence a little bit, Braden Eiler falling up back here as he's battling with Jason Randolph. Batista still trying to knock the right rear out of that thing along the wall. Wisely gets down off the wall and tries that bottom lane. But Tyler Schell, your race leader. Now with 2 laps to go, Joshua Steinke trying to give chase. The 80 machine going to drop down to the inside. Can't get the run as the white flag comes out. Final time around. So Tyler Schell off of turn number 4. Going to win the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3. Joshua Steinke is going to join him in the Scott King Designs pole dash. Then it's Batista, Kruger, and Randolph making the show. Ooh, Eiler, Kruger get together there. Post-race activity. We move on to our B main, brought to you by Wicked Cushion Esports. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1 is going to be the 47 of Logan Rumsey. On his outside, in the Tim Sims Sim Styles Black Diamond Motorsports driver, the 1X of Mason Hannigan. Row number 2 in the Elbows Up Sim Sport Racing Team from Franklin, Pennsylvania. Got the Roofco, got the Wicked Energy. It's a 5 of Braden Eiler. On the outside of row number 2, on the Edge Motorsports, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, Team Edge driver from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's the 32 of Derek Layton. Row number 3, on the inside, in the Alkaline 88, Print Mark Sim Team from Ontario, Ohio. The 25C of Kevin Click. On his outside, in the 47, out of Bismarck, North Dakota, Momentum Sim Sport driver, it's Devin Butts. Row number 4, in the D2 Race Designs, Miles Jansen Racing, it's Miles Jansen. Gray Auto in the 06, Rylan Gray. Row number 5, Cameron Merriman from that disastrous heat race, and Ryan Scheidt in the Ultimate Dirt TV out of Warrensburg, Missouri. Row number 6 will be Peyton Grease in the 292 out of Hubstad, Indiana, Indy Race Parts Midwest. Tim Nichols already checked in on Facebook saying that that rig broke down on the way there. Tough break for Tim. Sorry to hear that, man. Wish you were out there with us, but glad to see you checking in on Facebook. As the green flag comes out, Rumsey down on the bottom. Braden Eiler, Mason Hannigan battling for second. Eiler slides up a little bit. 9 drivers going to transfer out of this one, and right now that is a mess of a battle for a transfer spot. Derek Layton's going to go around. Devin Butts gets a little bit of it. Let's check in and see what happened here as they were fighting hard. The Derek Layton in the Racecast 32 machine. Miles Jansen going to come in and clip him, and Derek going to spin it around, keeps it going. Might have to knock a few dollars off of that machine, as it probably has a little bit of damage. It is for sale. A hard contact there for those two, Devin Butts and Miles Jansen, but the show must go on despite the damage to those cars. Nobody hitting pit lane, and as I said, 9 drivers going to transfer out of the B main as the green flag comes out. Logan Rumsey out in front. Braden Eiler, hard impact. Yellow flag coming out for Eiler as he tumbled, getting into the corner, but lands on all 4 wheels. Let's take a look at this one. Braden Eiler got to be wishing he had that one back. As Eiler lands it in that 5 machine, it is going to put him at the tail of the field here for bringing out the yellow. Devin Butts in the 47 missing his front wing after contact with Miles Jansen. Right now, drivers trying to transfer in, as I keep saying. 9 drivers going to make it out of our Wicked Cushion Esports B main. Logan Rumsey grabs some throttle, and away we go once again into turn number 1. Hannigan going to take a peek down to the bottom. Now Kevin Click going to climb the wall a little bit, but able to keep off of it. The 47 still out in front. Mason Hannigan still trying to work that bottom lane. Miles Jansen in that final transfer spot. Derek Layton, Braden Eiler, so far they are out of this one. Who is Cameron Merriman is going to go up and over and has hard contact with another car. And it looks like getting into turn 1 going to be very tricky here tonight. 3 wide into turn number 1. Devin Butts got in the Merriman. Merriman tagged Kevin Click. But unfortunately, Cameron Merriman getting the short end of the stick once again. A 0-1-0 going up and over. Not the racing that Cameron Merriman would like to have. He came into tonight second place in the point standings. Now he finds himself with a damaged race car starting at the tail end of this field, and he has got to have some kind of miracle to get back into this show. Otherwise, he's just going to be also showed and also appeared. One of those not nice things that drivers don't like to hear. And that 0-1-0 crab walking pretty bad. Things not looking good for Cameron Merriman, but here we go. Rumsey grabs some throttle and gets it all the way down to the bottom. Rumsey trying that bottom lane. Mason Hannigan, who's been there all night. Hannigan gonna use that left rear onto the infield tractor tires, but Devin Butts really putting on a good show here in that 47. Despite losing that front wing, that 47 is looking like it is hooked up and on rails. He is making his way through the field, trying to take over the race lead of this one. Now Rylan Gray in the 06 moving into second place. We got 2 laps to go. Final time around. Logan Rumsey trying to hold off Rylan Gray. Devin Butts still in third. Butts looking down at the bottom, but Rumsey gonna win our B main. And it's Rylan Gray, Devin Butts, Mason Hannigan in fourth, Ryan Scheidt, Peyton Grease, Braden Eiler, Miles Jansen, and Derek Layton making it into the show. Big news, Cameron Merriman out of tonight's A main. Good news for Merriman. He does have a drop week available. I think tonight's going to be one of those nights he burns his drop week. Now we move on to our Scott King Designs pole dash. Top 2 drivers from each heat race. Random redraw. Going to set the lineup for the field. Looks like Tyler Schell out in front with Hayden Cardwell, maybe going to be on his outside. It's the 17 of Sanders and the 00 of Kendall Tucker, the 25 of Tyler Ducharme, then the 80 of Joshua Steinke. Oh, here we go, Tyler Schell trying to win this pole dash. Green flag out, and away we go. Schell gonna go to the high side. Cardwell drops down to the bottom. Lap number 1 done and in the books. Tyler Schell and Cardwell putting on a show at the front, and that is not going to work out too well for Cardwell. And Schell stays out in front. Lap number 2 done and over with. 6 laps here. Is Cardwell going to get sideways? We move on to lap number 4. I'm trying to keep track while I do the broadcast or the announcing. I don't know if it's working like I don't know if I like it, but it's whatever. Lap number 5 coming your way. Tyler Schell still out in front. Kendall Tucker trying to chase him down. Sanders, Steinke, oh, so close of racing. But Tyler Schell, for the final time, if I did my math correctly, down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Tucker trying that bottom lane, but Tyler Schell gonna come away with the win. Then is Kendall Tucker. Maybe Steinke. That was very close between Steinke, Cardwell, and Sanders. and we'll figure it out when we get into the A main. So we're gonna step away, guys, for just a little bit. No one go anywhere as open practice for tonight's Wicked Energy Gum A main fires off.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaw.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as drivers are starting to take to the grid for tonight's Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. And that means it is time to go through our Tim Sims starting lineup. On the inside of row number 4 is going to be the 36 of Nathan Davis. On his outside will be the 12 of Alex Bergeron. Row number 5 will be the 54 of John Batista. And on the outside, the 49 of David Heileman. Row number 6 will be the 74 of Cole Newhaufen. On his outside will be the 5K of Rusty Kruger. Row number 7 going to be the 72 of Jeffrey Stewart. And on his outside, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Row number 8 will be the 4 of Jason Randolph. On his outside, the 47 of Logan Rumsey. Row 9 going to be the 06 of Rylan Gray and the 47 of Devin Butts. Row number 10 will be the 1X of Mason Hannigan. On his outside, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. Row number 11, the 92 of Peyton Grease on the inside, and on his outside will be the 5 of Braden Nyler. Row 12 will be the 67 of Miles Jansen. On the outside of row number 12, the 32 of Derek Layton. The Derek, who didn't think he had much of a shot at making the show here tonight, gonna get in and fill that final spot on the grid. So a good showing here by the 32. As the field splits, we're gonna line them up on that full dash finishing order. The 85 of Tyler Schell and the 00 of Kendall Tucker on row number 1. Row 2 will be the 25 of Tyler Descharme and the 07 of Hayden Cardwell as we get ready for our 4 wide salute. And it's Joshua Steinke and Ricky Sanders for row number 3, but the field making their way onto the front stretch, that world famous 4 wide salute. Now's the time to stand up and cheer. Select your favorite driver to win here tonight. Let them know that you are out here cheering for them. "40 laps of green flag racing getting ready to come your way." As that green flag is out, and Tyler Schell on the throttle down into the middle. He's gonna go all the way to the bottom, goes to Sharm. Kendall Tucker rolling that high side, had the lead down the backstretch. Tyler Schell stuck in the middle there. Now he's gonna slide up to the high side. Hayden Cardwell gonna try and run that middle lane. It didn't work out for Schell, but Kendall Tucker looking like he is trying to make something happen here and go 2 in a row once again. Tucker looking for win number 5 on the season. Quite a few laps left in this one to go, but man, has he got that early pace. Cardwell still digging to the inside of Tyler Schell, as Sanders almost got into him in the checkup there. Maybe something happening to the 72 of Jeffrey Stewart. Let's take a look here. Stewart, Eiler gonna get together, both of them able to keep rolling. Just a little bit of contact as the 72 got down to the bottom a little too much. Tagged the tire and upset the car. So Stewart gonna drop to the tail of this one. Your race leader is Kendall Tucker in the 00. Lights are out in our Chevy Silverado. Green flag out, and we are back underway. Tucker, Schell to the high side. Cardwell down on the bottom. Very close racing for Kendall Tucker there as he brushed the wall with the right rear. And these guys make it look easy, but let me tell you, that is hard to do as this track looks very slick up there. Very careful entry on this high side. But Cardwell continuing to try and work that bottom lane. That 07 now moves up to the top shelf. Ricky Sanders right there behind him. We go on board with the 80 of Steinke. He's got Ducharme down to his inside. Joshua trying that top lane as Cardwell going for a slider. Cardwell's going to slide up in front of Schell. Schell pulled it down to his inside and takes back the spot. Very close racing up here for the top 4 cars. Steinke gets it wrong, he's going to get hard into the fence. Bergeron gets affected by it. But everyone straightens it out and we stay green. Batista, Davis, Royer, all right there. That is 9th, 10th, and 11th. With outstanding racing all throughout this field. Tucker continuing to lead. Tyler Schell has been in his tire tracks all night. Got a good run there as Tucker got into the wall. Schell looking to the inside, but can he get the power down up off the corner? Not enough, but man, wheel to wheel there. As we got one car pulling to the inside. That is Peyton Grease in the 92 machine. Miles Jansen in the 67, the next lap car for these two leaders to try and deal with. But Jansen down on the inside, Shell stays up top. Ricky Sanders rounding out their top three. Two drivers have pulled into pit lane. That's the 32 of Derek Layton and the 92 of Peyton Grease. So Tucker now starting to open up a gap on Tyler Shell. Meanwhile, Ricky Sanders and Hayden Cardwell are falling a little bit behind the 85 as well as Tyler tries it inside a lane. Ducharme and Bergeron. Ducharme in 6th, Bergeron in 7th. Three-car battle here for 3rd spot. The 17 of Sanders, the 07 of Cardwell, and the 49 of Heileman. As Kendall Tucker tries to pull away. Does have some breathing room, but not a lot. Tyler Shell now does look like he's fallen back a little bit closer to Sanders in the 17 as Shell trying to run that bottom lane. Nathan Davis, John Batista, Davis in 9th, Batista in 10th. Got a huge knot of cars right here. That is the 47 of Logan Rumsey, the 1X of Mason Hannigan, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Great racing action between these drivers. Somehow, everyone running wheel to wheel, 3 wide down the backstretch. Who says you can't have great racing at Limaland? Is a yellow flag going to come out? And the 07 of Hayden Cardwell is slowing. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to Cardwell. Cardwell makes contact with Sanders, goes for a spin, keeps it rolling. Well, that is enough to bring out the yellow flag and allow everyone to catch up to the back of our pace truck. So Kendall Tucker, your race leader, has a very fast car here tonight. Jumped out to the early lead. Tyler Shell in the 85 has been trying to find somewhere that car works a little bit better, but has not been able to match the pace of the 00. The green flag comes out. Shell goes down to the bottom once again. And Tucker stays to the top side. This track really is slicked off quite a bit now. So everyone trying to find any bit of grip they can. A lot of throttle control happening. A lot of these wings being pulled back into the far back position, trying to get all the drive up off the corner that they can. We go on board with the 85 of Tyler Shell. You can just hear just how little throttle he is using going through the corner. Is the yellow flag going to come out once again? I believe this time it's going to be for the 92. I'm sorry, the 92s. off of pit road. I believe that was the 25 of Tyler Ducharme. So let's take a look and see what happened to him. Take another shot at that one, Ducharme. Down the backstretch with Bergeron on his back bumper, and Ducharme's just going to get it wrong for the entry. Climbs the wall, and everyone trying to scatter to make it around him. The green flag comes out, and again, first and second go to the respective sides of the track. One to the top, one to the bottom. Meanwhile, Sanders and Heilemann, with these cautions, having a shot at getting back into this. Sanders going to get into the 85 of Schell. Tyler Schell goes to the bottom with Heilemann trying to take advantage of Sanders checking up. And Heilemann into third. Sanders not giving it to him without a fight, though. And David Heilemann has made his way pretty far forward here, but he's going to climb the fence, keeps his foot in it, and the 49 recovers after bouncing off the wall. That 49 machine, very racy. He might be able to challenge Kendall Tucker here, but the laps are starting to wind down. Tyler Schell trying to defend his spot. Could hold up the 49 here, but that time at the line, they were side by side. And with 4 laps to go, that 49 machine has found something that's working. Now make it 3 laps. Kendall Tucker trying desperately to hold on to the spot he's got. We go on aboard with your race leader looking out the left rear. And David Heilemann trying to make something happen to the white flag. Final time around. Heilemann all the way to the bottom. And he's going to get a good run on that bottom lane. And David Heilemann up off the corner is going to win it in the 49. Kendall Tucker going to end up in second with Tyler Schell third. Holy cow, what a finish that one was for David Heilemann. 4th place going to Bergeron. Sanders 5th. Royer going to get 6th. 7th goes to Steinke. Mason Hannigan 8th. 9th, John Batista. Rusty Kruger finishing 10th. 11th going to be Logan Rumsey. 12th, Nathan Davis. Cole Newhoffen 13th. 14th going to Ryland Gray. Braden Eiler finishing 15th. 16th goes to Ryan Scheidt. Tyler Ducharme 17th. 18th, Jeffrey Stewart. 19th, Devin Butts. Hayden Cardwell in the 07 going to finish in 20th. 21st goes to Jason Randolph. Miles Jansen 22nd. 23rd, Peyton Grease. And in 24th spot is going to be Derek Layton. So an outstanding finish here tonight. And we're going to kick this one off by talking to our race winner, and that is none other than the driver of the 49 machine. That is David Heilemann. David, congratulations on the race win, man. You had to drive through the field a little bit there. Why don't you walk us through your race here tonight?
Yeah, track started off really slick, and it was just butts to nuts at the front, everyone running the top. And we just kind of really had to pick and choose. We were never more than like quarter throttle, it felt, the entire race. And we're just waiting for gaps to open, and then I think Tyler and Ricky got on the front straightaway. I tried to shoot that gap, but kind of wheeled Ricky, but that allowed us to really just get to the top side and clear air at the end. And then we really started feeling good. It was just about, not trying to slip the tires. And then going into turn 1 on the last lap, we had to try something besides the top and try to go to the bottom. And we got a little loose and sideways, and we were able to miss those tires on the infield. And then I was just able to stick the bottom really, really good in 3 and 4. And I think that's what won me the race.
Well, man, nice job on that drive through the field. Congratulations on your race win. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Oh yeah, just all the Highland Maniacs out there, and I'm sure there'll be some crybabies about it, but we'll live with that. We'll take the W. We're in victory lane. All in all, fun race, but thanks to their Dirt Racing Network for putting it on. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna win DOB next now.
All right, man. Well, good luck later on tonight at DOB, and nice job out here tonight.
Thanks, man.
Now we're going to move on to our second place driver, and that is none other than the 00 of Kendall Tucker. And Kendall, you bring this one home in second place with an outstanding car, but man, led all those laps, and at the last minute, David Heileman able to squeeze by on the underside. Tell us a little bit about that race out there.
Well, I mean, just I don't know. Just said. Anyways, the car was good. Just I don't know. I wish we could have been passed on the track instead of underneath the tires for the win. Other than that, but I don't know. I guess they're not looking at it. But anyways, it is what it is. It was a good run. We had a fast car all night, and just didn't go our way.
When you came into tonight with 4 wins on the season, we now got 2 races left. Quite an outstanding season for you so far. You know, every time you do make it into the A main, it looks like you finish in the top 3 spots for sure. But man, what a great season you're having with 2 races left.
Yeah, no, it's been a good season despite missing the first 2 weeks. But I don't know if they'll review the race or not. It should be 5, or depending on how they view that or not. But been a good season, like you said, and I just can't thank my guys at Swindell Speed Lab enough for the help.
All right, man. Any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, just my guys at Swindell Speed Lab and K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmet, South Bay Partners, HMS Motorsport Racing Electronics, and MO Performance. And thanks to you for the broadcast.
All right, that is the 00 of Kendall Tucker bringing it home in second place here tonight. But now let's go ahead and talk to our third place finisher here tonight. That is none other than the 85 of Tyler Schell. And I would talk to him, but being moved around here in TeamSpeak. So give me just a minute. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him up here once again. The 85 of Tyler Schell. Tyler, you got your ears on, bud?
Yep.
All right, man. You bring it home in third place here tonight at Limaland. Walk us through your race here.
It wasn't bad. I just kept inching and then get a caution. Just didn't have enough for David or Kendall, but they ran a good race. It was be patient and kind of just be smooth and see what happened. Just my car started to go away there probably 10 to go, I think. Just started losing my little bit of grip. I started pushing in and then loose off. So just was struggling there at the end, but still was able to get a third place finish, which is good.
Well, man, a solid finish here. What looks like a very slick Limaland. You know, what is it like when that track goes through such a transition where it's very fast at the start of the race and then it is just, you know, no throttle through the corner? As we were riding on board with you, it seemed like you never really got to the throttle at all.
Oh yeah, I was no more than I don't even think I was hitting full throttle. It was just be patient, and if I'd buzz the tires, they would gap me. So less throttle was better, slower was faster. I just had to keep putting that in my head, and it was working. Just the car kind of went away, and I had to enter with more throttle, and I was spinning too much, and it is what it is. But still a good finish. After season we've had a lot of bad luck, so still ended up with a third, which isn't bad.
All right, man. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give for this finish here tonight?
Yep, let's just like to thank everybody puts us on you for broadcast, and then I was up SimSport and our sponsors: Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beach, Just Logistics, Paints by Tunica and Hergot Real Estate, BSR, Overall Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, Roofco, and Fairway and Independent Mortgage Corporation. All
right, that is your third place finisher, Tyler Schell. And once again, Tyler, congratulations on that finish out here tonight. So that is going to wrap it up for our Wicked Energy Gum 410 DSRL Outlaw series. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Dirt Racing Network bringing you all great racing content for the dirt side of things. So until I see you next time, hopefully on Monday, y'all stay safe and have a good night.